the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, run. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Value 3, value 3.
Out of the gun, gone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
11. '76, tell him. 76. 76.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play. 1st and 10. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter. The Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Hardball. 76, tell him. 76. Start left here. 76.
Throwing again is gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go.
On 1st down, gone. A quick throw, but incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To the air again, Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Switching gears for a second because you and I were talking earlier. We had some odd games in week 1. I don't think anything, though, takes the cake quite like that game in Miami. How about that lightning delay? Multiple lightning delays.
Yeah, when you open up the season in the state of Florida and it's not a dome,
good luck.
You got a chance of this happening, right? It happened in Tampa a couple of seasons ago, maybe a couple of times if I remember correctly. This game wound up taking 7 hours and 8 minutes to finish when all was said and done. Normally we do a game in 3.5 or less. That's unbelievable. So great stamina for the fans, great stamina for the players. And how about our colleagues in the announce booth? Great stamina for them as well.
Indeed. Longest game in NFL history. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right? They obviously do. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Here's Goff now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Louis.
Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Luck. Man over the right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They're going to go. It's Luck. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 4. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays?
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on third. Goff. This is caught. It's close. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Right side complete. That's Woods. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. To throw on second down is Goff. He gets it to Cooks. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way. The two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boys, my team well prepared, and the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Locke showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, we got a second here to look back to week 1.
Yeah, that was a big one because I'm not sure how many people really expected that. We looked at the schedule in preseason and thought, oh, my God, for Tampa. At New Orleans, at home for Philadelphia, home for Pittsburgh. I figured an 0-3 start. If they won one of them, it would be great. Well, they got it on Sunday, winning at New Orleans. Washington at Arizona, Cincinnati at Indianapolis, Kansas City at the Chargers. All of them had big wins.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Go, 12, go. Now you want.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw is gone. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Zerline's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here.
To do that, I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, that's Mack. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach. Friday, this is sweet. Saturday, that's just what plastic. I said, babe, it's. He said, it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Baby lay, waist snatch, back straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Friday. This is sweet. Saturday, that's just with plastic. I said, babe, it's a. He said, it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the back.
Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work mark, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down, here's Barkley. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
But with Barkley, you touched on it a little bit ago about them needing big gains from him to take pressure off Eli. He did have 106 yards in his NFL debut.
And what I think fans will take home with them, that home run play that he made. Right, where I thought it was blocked pretty well initially, and then he used those powerful legs to step through a couple of tackles, get to the sideline, and then the acceleration. Whoosh! 68-yard touchdown. Giants fans expect to see plenty more of that in 2018.
Zebra. Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning now on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Manning now on first down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw here, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
368!
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Mario Edwards in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Dalton off play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
There you go, 368!
Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10.
Go on the
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So Dalton now. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
368.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
19. 2 by 2. Move. Go. Leg up.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Eifert has it. Dalton to his big target, Eifert for the Cincinnati first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a grip. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Olivier Vernon coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Passing, it's Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Connor Barwin able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down to change our momentum?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
368!
From midfield here, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Andy Dalton fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Mario Edwards in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Being chased out left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Giants ready to come out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Zebra.
On 1st down, Manning. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. After a rare scoreless 1st half, these teams now just looking for something as the 2nd half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a goal. An opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 43.
We're good. They go 368.
Now Dalton. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And some room to work. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. B.J. Goodson in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. And Bullock will put this one through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, some good news, partner. We will not have a scoreless tie as we finally get our first points of the contest here in quarter 3.
Yeah, just a field goal, but with the way those defenses ruled in the first half, that could be a big 3-point play right there, couldn't it?
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Lawletta on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, partner, of all the great things that we saw in Week 1, unfortunately there was some bad. Quite a few injuries. And the toughest one, Delaney Walker with that knee injury. He's gone for the year.
Yeah, and that's really, really difficult for the Tennessee Titans to absorb because in a lot of ways, he's their #1 target. He may play tight end, but he was the security blanket for Marcus Mariota. He'll be gone for the year. Greg Olsen with the Carolina Panthers, he left the game in a walking boot, but an injury of the same foot that was surgically repaired last year. And then there's some other injuries like Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Marquise Goodwin with San Francisco, Deshaun Jackson with Tampa Bay, Doug Baldwin with Seattle, and don't forget Keanu Neal with the Atlanta Falcons. He got hurt, came back, left again. He's gone for the season as well with an ACL.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Lawletta. They are going for it. It's caught. Shepard. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10. Just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll throw again with Lawletta. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And he's going to go down again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lawletta to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. John Jenkins in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. He gets this one to Boyd. Now the ball comes loose. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Dalton on 3rd and goal. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now.
Odell Beckham Jr. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Giants are an extra point away from leading this game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're numbed.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And got his man complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Defense offsides here. Freebie for Dalton. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This will be Dalton again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Another chance for Dalton. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any...
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
368!
And it'll be Dalton again. And this will be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Party.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And this is Shepard on the catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Lauletta. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Over.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
368.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here you go, 368. 368.
All right, here's Dalton. He's going to air one out. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Airing one out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Partner, why were they even putting the ball in the air in that situation?
I know they have confidence a lot of the time in their team, and hey, we can call anything. But in this spot, with that lead and that amount of time on the clock, not much, you've got to take care of it. I would have figured they'd run.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all. Now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Lauletta. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, Keep the rest. Hey, I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your... Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get defined like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how it go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with a no, it's top
I got
notch.
that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a dub for a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet him a buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat. That a fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' laugh? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow, Joe, kill, mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these Hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. stress. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stress.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Keenum now on second down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first and 10, Keenum. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Keenum to throw on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Watson now to throw on third down. And he finds his man Griffin. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
Keenum going to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Hey, go, Roger.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watson now to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A 1st down carry now for Miller. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Denver's offense here, and, you know, with their running backs, you kind of use that acronym that fantasy owners dread, RBBC, running back by committee. I think that's what's developing in the Mile High City.
Yeah, I think that everyone thought week 1, Royce Freeman would carry the load, the rookie out of Oregon, because he had a big preseason, had passed Devontae Booker for the number of carries that he was going to get for the season, which would be considerable. But how about Phillip Lindsay, the rookie out of Colorado? Let me repeat this, though. The undrafted rookie out of Colorado, 71 yards on 15 carries, left Colorado as the Bucs' career leader in all-purpose yards. They thought he'd be a kick return specialist. Turns out he's going to get a full load in the backfield as well.
On second down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver 1st down. They go play action here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. To throw, it's Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this.
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it to tight end Jeff Hireman. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on first and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how it ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defense. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So the Broncos coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. Buying time to his left. For the left side, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They do go for it. It's Keenum. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. quick move by Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Come back, come back. Two jet. Reset.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. It's hauled in by Ellington. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Watson on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a 1st down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Jadeveon Clowney not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back near his goal line, here's Keenum. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 3rd and long. It's Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they'll always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of 1st downs.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
They give him a gain of 38. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
To throw on second is Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Miller, he's had a good workload here tonight. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage. And that's exactly what he did.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Keenum. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On play action, it's Keenum. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And that's the play, that pick by Mathieu, that will seal this football game.
The Honey Badger does it again. And I think one of the best nicknames that's ever been given. Just so inspired. He may not care, as Honey Badgers don't, but he understands how to get around the ball, and he just sealed another victory.
How do you know about the mental psyche of a Honey Badger?
That's always been the expression. The Honey Badger, he doesn't care.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Watson. He's going to fire. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 31 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Covington able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Keenum. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DJ Reader in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. From his goal line here, Keenum. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.